In this video, I'm going to finish up summarizing the quest lore in the Northern Barrens. So if you skipped reading the quest while leveling in World of Warcraft, then this will catch you up without having to go back and read everything. So let's dive in and find out what's going on in World of Warcraft. Before we get started, my name is Quaylen, and if you've been looking for a channel that summarizes stuff in World of Warcraft that you really don't want to take your time to read, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I drop new content. Since this is the last episode in this zone, instead of recapping the last video, it might be beneficial for you to just start from the beginning by clicking this link right over here. But if you're all caught up, then let's jump into Chapter 7 of the Northern Barrens questline. You start off where you left off. Crash landed and in front of Darsock. When you speak to him, he says that they've got a harpy problem. Pretty much another overpopulation situation. But the bad thing is that they're destroying the caravans. So he wants you to kill 6 of them and bring back their talons. And while you're out killing harpies, Darsock wants you to kill 6 of the Witch-Wing Slayers out in the dry hills, because they're technically considered the leaders. And once they go, the rest should follow. Which makes you think, why am I killing harpies for their talons when I can just go straight to the source and kill the leaders, and the whole harpy community will just fall apart? I don't know, maybe this orc just has some kind of a grudge against harpies or something. Anyways, you head out to the dry hills, and once you arrive, you kill 6 harpies to get their talons. Once you have the final talon, you realize that the lower ranks of the Witch-Wing harpies will no longer cause any problems for Darsock's caravans. From here, you head north, and kill 6 of the Witch-Wing Slayers. Once that's done, you take a look around and nod at your accomplishments. But before you killed all of these harpies, they mentioned their matron named Serena Bloodfeather, who's basically their leader. So you might as well go take her out. From here, you head out to Serena's location. And once you arrive, you kill her like you did with all the other harpies. I have this sneaky suspicion that Sylvanas was watching you this whole time and she was like, oh, you like to commit genocide? I'll one-up you. Once that's done, you head out and return back to Darsock to report. And when you get to him, he says, I'm not giving you anything until you give me Serena's head. Okay, now hold up a second. How does he even know about Serena? He never mentioned her name when we first talked to him. And you only found out about the matron when you were killing the Slayers. But now he wants her head? Why didn't he just mention her before and we could have gone straight to the cause? I'd consider this something that Blizzard needs to fix within the questline. From here, Darsock seems pretty content with everything that you did within the area and tells you to go ahead and return to the crossroads. So from here, you head back to where you were originally trying to get to, which is the crossroads. And once you arrive, you speak directly with Thork. He says that he's heard really good things about you from Darsock, and that you're really valuable to the Horde. But he also mentions that there's a battle going on in Ashenvale, and that the forces at the Morshan ramparts are in desperate need of reinforcements and supplies. So he wants you to speak with Rocco Whipshank, and ride out with the Morshan caravan. From here, you head over to Rocco, and he's happy that you're doing okay, because he heard you screaming when you came flying on the rocket in the last episode. But he says that when you're ready, someone named Balgor will show up and you guys can head out. So you hop onto the caravan when it arrives, and make your way north towards the Morshan ramparts. But on the way, Balgor says that we'll need to stop by the Dreadmist camp for additional supplies. When you get there, the Burning Blade shows up and throws nets on you and Balgor. In the end, they kidnap him and mention something about using him as a sacrifice. From here, you run over to his sister, Nagala, and she says that what happened here is terrible, but she's glad that you arrived safely. Now, about Balgor's kidnapping, it wasn't just him that the Burning Blade took. They also stole all of the supplies. So Nagala wants you to head up to the Dreadmist Peak and rescue Balgor and the captured caravan. So you head out of the camp and make your way to the Dreadmist Peak, killing Burning Blade members along the way. Once you get to the top, you run into Balgor, who's a complete mess. He's crying and whatnot because he's really happy that you came to save him. Now, Balgor says that we can't leave just yet. because he overheard the Burning Blade talking about something called the Demon Seed, and they're planning to use that to launch a full-scale attack on the Horde. But they're keeping it under tight guard in a cave which is really close nearby. So Balgor says that you should go get it, and bring it back to his sister Nagala. He thinks that maybe she'll know what to do with it. So you head over to the cave, and when you get inside, you fight the enemy guarding the Demon Seed. Once he's dead, you pick up the seed and head out of the cave, returning down below to the Dead Mist camp. Once you get there, you speak with Nagala. She's glad that you're back, and says that Balgor made it here before you did, which makes you think if he got there before you did, that means that he left without you. So, did he really need your help? Maybe he did because you had to take out the Burning Blade members on the way up and there was a clear path in order for him to get back down, but who knows. Anyways, you hand Nagala the Demon Seed and she says that she'll take care of it. And that's basically it. I thought we were gonna roll with this new artifact and get some lore behind it, but I guess not. Oh well, moving on. Maybe we'll see it in the future, who knows. She also says that Balgor will be ready to head out in no time. But hold up. Nagala also mentions that the Burning Blade is about to attack the camp, because you really messed up a bunch of things at the peak when you went to go rescue Balgor. So Nagala ends up modifying your trusty gun. You know, the one that you originally had when you were traveling to the crossroads for the first time? Yeah, that gun. So she says to use it against the Burning Blade when you head out on the caravan, which is ready to go. Oh, and by the way, the Burning Blade just arrived. So you tell her that you're all set. That's when Balgor arrives with the caravan and says to hop on. This begins the final journey to the Morshan ramparts. Along the way, the Burning Blades show up, and you blast them off their mounts with the upgraded gun. When you arrive at your location, Balgor thanks you for delivering the supplies safely, and says that he hopes to work with you again in the future. Now you run up to Kadrak, and he says that some days we're winning here, and others we're being pushed back. But he's really glad that you're out here to help. And with that said, you complete the 7th and final chapter in the Northern Barrens questline. And that is it for the quest lore in the Northern Barrens. I was hoping that we would find out more about the Demon Seed, but I guess that turned out to be nothing at all, or maybe something that we'll see in the future. I'm not too sure. But it kind of sucks that Blizzard is like, oh, there's this ancient relic and the Burning Blade are planning to use it against the Horde. And when you get it and hand it to the right person, they're like, oh, cool, we'll take this and put it somewhere safe and something. Oh well, we're moving on to another zone that is really good and rich with story. And that area is Westfall. I can't wait to get in there. I've played through that area before and I know the story and I think you're gonna love it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can join me on this adventure. And I'll see you guys next time when we find out what happens next in the Tales of Azeroth.